Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, we're looking at how to start your journey as a full-time trader. Day trading as a career is a way of buying and selling securities within the same day. Like for instance, it can be Forex, it can be metals, it can be crypto, it can be indices, it can be stocks, or it can be commodities. It can be any of these asset classes. So if you trade these asset classes within the same day, then you are a day trader. Many people aspire to become day traders because it's actually the kind of career that gives you flexibility, that gives you financial freedom, that gives you the time to trade from any part of the world, anywhere. All you need is just your laptop and internet connection. Moreover, people also like to become a day trader because, one, it gives you financial freedom. Day trading is the only career that will be able to maximize your potential to make money, because you don't need to go and ask your boss for increment. You don't need to go and ask clients for increment. If you want to increase your salary, if you want to increase how much you make within the month, you might just top up your capital or top up the amount of trade you take within the month. That's all. Moreover, number two, day trading gives what? Time freedom, which means that you control your own time. You decide the time you wake up, you decide the time you trade, you decide the time you have to be in the market, or decide the time you have to be out of the market. Me, for instance, when I wake up in the morning, I just sit on my chat. Nobody controls my time. I don't rush to go and be in traffic and be driving and in traffic. No, I don't rush and be driving in traffic. No, I'm always in my room. If I want to go out, I go out in the evening for some maybe a program or a mentorship program or something. I just go out just to speak to people and I come back. That's all. I control my own time, control my own schedules. If my wife is sick, I can stay in the house without trading. If my kid is sick, I can take my kid to school. So financial freedom, time freedom. The last freedom that day trading gives is the location freedom, which means that you can be anywhere, any part of the world and trade. Because let's say you are a doctor, you don't have the location freedom. Maybe you can achieve financial freedom. You might not even be able to achieve time freedom. What about location freedom? You have to be fixed at one particular area. Even if you go for vacation, they still have to call you back. So you can't still get location freedom. If you're a lawyer, you can't get the same thing. There's no job in the world that can give you location freedom as compared to being a day trader. So day trading is the best career in the world. So with all these good benefits, then how do you start your journey to become a full-time trader? The first thing you need is what? You need good knowledge. You need to acquire good knowledge. What's good knowledge? Good knowledge is what? Acquiring the right skills you need to become a raw day trader. Not just YouTube skills, guys. Not watching YouTube videos. Acquire good knowledge, right skills. So you can have a mentor. You can get a mentor. You can read books. Mentor or read books, not one books. Read books. If you want to do self-studies, you must read books. Trading books. You have day trading books. So read books, not YouTube video. YouTube video just explain a concept. A book explain the whole concept. So if you're able to read about 5 books and you're smart enough, you'll be able to grasp good knowledge, not YouTube videos. So one, acquire good knowledge. You can acquire good knowledge from where? A mentor, okay? A real source, not just a fake guy who just taking $10 to $50,000 and then showing you their mansions and showing you their cars and you are buying into the idea. No, get good knowledge from a raw source. We want to quit your job to become a full-time trader. You want to become a full-time day trader. So you might get what? Good knowledge from good source. Good source can be a mentor or a book. I recommend book because book, the author has been day trading and the author write their experience. So if you read books, you get a lot of experience from other people. So get good knowledge. That's the first thing you need to acquire. Good knowledge is very necessary before you even think of putting your money in the market. Aside good knowledge, the next thing you need is startup capital. Because to start any business, one, you must acquire some knowledge in that particular industry, and two, you must get what? Some kind of capital to start the business. Without capital, you cannot start any business. So the good thing about Forex is that you can start with as low as $200, $500, or $1,000. If you are trading stock, maybe you can start with something like, it depends on the state. You can start something like $3,000, $5,000. It all depends. But in Forex, you can start with $200, $500, or $1,000, and you are good to go. That's the only business you can start with a very low capital. If you want to start a restaurant business, what do? You have to go and rent apartments. You have to go and rent this, rent the building. It's a whole lot. Even registering the company's name is a whole lot. But in Forex, you don't register any company's name. You just get your capital and you're on the chart and you're trading. So acquire good knowledge. That's first one. Two, get initial capital you want to use to start the business, your Forex trading business. The third thing you're going to need to become a full-time trader is you need to open an account with a broker. A broker is the guy who is making you trade through to the Forex market. So you need to open an account with a broker. Okay, a broker can be any broker you are familiar with. It can be Xness, it can be IC Market, it can be any broker you are familiar with. But be careful, before you sign up with any broker, make sure that you know that broker, you know information about that broker. So go to their website and read their regulations and their information before you even think of signing up with any broker. So 1, you need good knowledge. 2, you need capital. 3, you need what? A broker. You need to sign up an account with a broker, because a broker is the guy who is going to allow you to trade through them. 4, you need your trading tools. Yes, you need your trading tools. What are your trading tools? Your trading tools could be your computer, your internet connection, your tablet or your mobile phones, your trading desk. You must get a trading desk, okay? Get a trading desk. I tell my students to always get a trading desk ready, okay? So you need computer, you need good internet connection, your mobile phones, and your trading desk, and separate room where you're going to do your Forex trading business or your day trading business. Or you want to become a day trader, so you must what? Have separate desks. That's what I always tell my students to do. So get good knowledge, get good capital to start with. 3rd one, sign up an account with a broker. 4th one, you get what? Your trading tools, your trading desk, your computer, your internet connection, good internet connection, and some separate space in your room where you're going to do your trading. The 5th thing you're going to need is your experience as a trader. After you've learned from a mentor or a good source, learning alone cannot make you profitable. So you must also practice to become experienced in whatever you do. You must gain experience in whatever you do. In any field, before you start anything, no matter how big you are, as I always say, you must always gain experience. So the 5th thing you're going to need is going to be experience. So get good knowledge from a good mentor. You can join my mentorship program. I always train people. I take only 10 per class. And we don't train it every time. We do it only 3 months. So now the class is already full. So if you want to join, you have to wait for the next 3 months, okay? We started April. So this April, May, June. So maybe by June, I'll start a new class. So you can join my mentorship program where I train. I take you through the process step by step. You see, when I was struggling to become a full-time trader, I was thinking that mentorship was very far from me. I didn't know who to take as my mentor. And even they were charging $1,000, $500, $1,500. And I couldn't have money to pay. So I have to do it on my own. I struggled. I spent my heels for years before I was able to become profitable. But I decided to make my mentorship program very affordable wherever you are. So it's just $50 for those from Africa and $100 from anybody who is from any part of the world, US, UK, anywhere. Just pay $100. And if you're from Africa, I'll always deduct it for $50, just 50%, because those in Africa, their currencies are very dollar is very high in their currency. So you can join my mentorship program. You can join my team of 10. We only train 10. I don't train more than 10. I don't want clutter. So only 10. And then I trade 3 months. So if you want to become a full-time trader, you want to pass through my hands, you want to become my mentee, then you have to wait for the next 3 months before you can join. Okay, sorry for that, but that's what I've decided to do. So get good knowledge. After you gather this good knowledge, you now have to practice and get what? Experience. Get your own self-experience. You must experience the market yourself to become successful. Okay. The next thing you're going to need is time. Because you cannot trade the market without time, right? You must have time. So let's say that you're a full-time worker, you are a doctor, you are a lawyer, you are an accountant, you are an engineer, you are a teacher, you are a security man, you want to quit your job to become a full-time trader. What you have to do is that first, the learning process must take time, which means you must set aside maybe some 3 months or 4 months. My mentorship program spans within 3 months, okay? But I'm just giving a scenario. You can set aside like 3 months or 4 months, maybe, of your time. So maybe you're a full-time worker, you are still learning how to trade. So set some time aside where you're going to use to learn how to trade. That's number 1. Number 2, set aside time you're going to use to trade the market, because now after you learn how to trade, now you must also practice whatever you've learned to become a master. So set a time. You need time to be able to trade. You need time to sit on your chart, sit on your trading desk and trade every time. You need time. So time is also a factor. After you're able to get all these things in bulk, all these things in your accord, then now you can start a journey to become a full-time trader. So let me recap once more. What do you need first? You need what? First, good knowledge and skill from a good source. It can be a mentor or books, not YouTube video. Please, it can be a mentor or read books. Okay. 2, you must get initial capital to start with. It can be $200, $500, $1,000, and later when you are profitable, you can now deposit $5,000 or $10,000 into it. That's what I always tell my students to do. Start with something small. If you're able to make money out of it and you're able to face your time into it, and you make something out of the smaller amount you deposit, then when you become profitable, you can now deposit big money into it. So 1, good knowledge. 2, trading capital. 3, you need to open an account with a broker, a good broker. 4, you need your trading tools and your gadget, okay, your computer, your trading desk, whatever you're going to need. 5, you need experience as a trader. You need to experience it yourself. Experience whatever you've been learning from a good source, a book or a mentor. Guys, I'm repeating it again, not YouTube videos. YouTube videos are just specific on one aspect. You can't grasp all the concepts together. We teach only one concept at a time. But if you read books, the author can take you through a whole long process, can start from the beginning and end you, okay? Take you through all whatever you need to know. If you join a mentorship program, we take you through whatever you need to know to become a full-time trader. So YouTube videos alone can make it profitable. And then 6, you need what? Time. You need to get time before you can start your business. So when you get all these things down, and then now you can start your journey as a full-time trader. You can now enjoy the benefits we enjoy. I wake up in the morning, I sit on my chat and I trade. If I want to go out, I just start my car and I go out. Yes. Full-time trading is the best, guys. It's the best thing the best decision I ever took about 7 years ago. It was the best decision I ever took. But from the beginning, it was scary because I was not making anything from the beginning. About a year, when I started a year, I was struggling. So it was scary for me. I was wondering whether I was taking the best decision. But later in my life, what I couldn't do, I'll be able to do it as a full-time trader. I'm free. I have my financial freedom. I have whatever I need to buy. I'm not a billionaire I'm not a billionaire forex trader as people show you on YouTube, but I make a living trading. I have my car, I have my house, my kids are okay, my wife is okay, my family is okay. We are okay. We are not billionaires, but we are good. So please, you can start your journey. Don't give up. Forex trading can be for anybody. You can quit your job or you can do it as a side business. So you can start your journey, okay? So don't give up. I'm just motivating you here. So that will be all for this video. Just want to motivate somebody here. So like, share and subscribe, and let's just help to grow the channel. Okay, so see you next time.